Hi, today I am talking about one of my most favoriteest topics, shared parenting. This is something that is part of my own personal journey, and it's really become one of my greatest passions, which plays into my larger life agenda, which is gender equality and feminism. But for those of you who don't know, I'm Emma Johnson, and you might know me from my blog, Wealthy Single Mommy, my podcast, Like a Mother, my book, the Kickass Single Mom. But part of my story is going from a single mom with not much involvement from my children's dad. My unique story is that he did suffer a brain injury and had some unique challenges that meant he was not able to co-parent for a long time in an equal way. But fast forward to today, and I couldn't have guessed, right? Based on our past history together as co-parents, I could not have guessed that we would be such great co-parents in shared parenting. So if you're not familiar, shared parenting means that after divorce or separation, it is presumed that both parents are equally good parents, that they both have equal legal rights to the kids and approximate equal time with the kids. About 50-50. We're living in the real world. People have jobs and lives and kids have schedules, but it's shared. Both people have space in their homes. Both parents have space in their homes for their kids, and they are shared. There is incredible research out there about that proving that this is unequivocally what is good for kids. There is nothing out there that supports that one parent having primary custody of the kids, primary time with the kids is better. It is not. 55 peer-reviewed studies, including in high conflict cases. I think that is so interesting. High conflict relationships between the parents. It is still best for kids when they have equal time with their parents. And one byproduct of not having equal time is that when the dads, and let's be real, we know that 80% of the time when these things go to court, the moms get the primary time. 80% of the time, the kids are primarily with the mom, and that's sexist. That is sexist. We cannot have gender equality in government, in the workplace, in our economy, if we do not have gender equality at home. And home might mean a wonderful long-term marriage. Home might be a separated family, but we cannot have gender equality if we do not have gender equality at home. Which brings me to the benefit of shared parenting to moms. Ladies, today, now that I have a great co-parent in my ex-husband, my kid's dad, my life is so much better. We're all stressed out. Moms are stressed out. We love to talk about how we're burdened because we usually are disproportionately burdened with caring for kids, which can be wonderful and joyful, but it can also often is just a grind. It is just an exhausting grind to always be responsible for kids. Well, guess what? When you have a co-parent that has the kids 30, 40, 50, 60, 70% of the time, those are hours you are not responsible for the kids. Yes, you may miss them, but you're also not working as a mom. You can focus on your career. You can have a social life. I get all my dating done when my kids are with their dad. I'm in a wonderful relationship now for almost a year, and I've been able to nurture that relationship because my kids are with their dad. In the summer, the kids are with their dad for a month, and I travel around the world. It is wonderful. I'm able to have the flexibility. That is key, right? All moms know the flexibility is the key. Let's say that you have a business opportunity that comes up. It requires you going to a sales meeting or a conference for a few days. You're a lot more likely to take that professional opportunity to grow your career, to grow your business, to grow your income, which is great for your whole family, and it's great for feminism. You're much more likely to jump at that opportunity if you know that you can work through it with your kid's dad. If you can't count on another co-parent, you're holding yourself back. It's so hard to invest the time and the hassle and the headache and the guilt in hiring a sitter or roping in family members if you have to do those things, opposed to just, frankly, taking for granted that you have somebody that has your back, because you're going to have his back too, and it goes both ways. You know what? Recently, my ex-husband has a girlfriend. She's really sweet. The kids love her. I have had to travel for work. I've had the opportunities to travel for work, which frankly, I think in the past I might have turned down because of the guilt, because of the headache, because of the financial expense of hiring a sitter. And instead, my kid's dad has taken the kids for, many days at a time. He has a life too. He has to work. And so then he brings his girlfriend who helps get the kids to school or whatever's going on. And all of a sudden, I went from a few years ago being a mom who felt like I was it. It was like me and the kids, and that was it. To now, I have this extended web of people who care for my kids. And it is wonderful. It is such a relief. It is such a relief in my mind and in my heart, because I know there's other people caring for the kids, and I am free to go and be a successful professional, to go and work out, have free time when I'm not managing the kids, and just live a pretty awesome life because I have this really healthy co-parenting experience. So that is what I want for you. I know there's going to be comments that, my ex is abusive, and I believe you. I believe you, and that is an exception. Or that he just doesn't want to show up. He doesn't. And what I'm trying to do here is change the culture, because we know statistically that when the dads get that lousy every other weekend Wednesday night deal, in New York where I live, we call it the Friday night special, when parents are marginalized to visiting their own children. When dads are marginalized to visiting their own kids, they are that much more likely to completely check out of their kids' lives. They are. That is a statistical fact. And that is something that culturally you and I can work together to change, to welcoming dads into their kids' lives, not presuming that our way is the best way. When those kids are with their dad, they're with their dad. Unless they're actually being harmed, he gets to parent how he wants to parent. And you're welcoming him. You're inviting him in to know about the kids, what's going on, including him in medical decisions, going to those parent-teacher conferences together, actually collaborating. And this is something that you as a mom, you can make steps to do, right? You can make those steps. He has to meet you halfway eventually. You might not do it now, but together I really believe that we can be changing family culture, which affects the courts. And that is really going to affect gender equality for the better in this whole country. So join me.